What I like to do when I'm using the SQL online is to always have, I don't know why I got this pen thing. Stop that. Stop it. Yeah, okay, so is to always have this file, which could be saved as an SQL file, and have that somewhere so I can always create my tables and insert my data to start out with my starting. So that's what I've got there. I'm going to select all of that, copy it, and paste that into MySQL. Now notice the first thing I did there is make sure that I've loaded up MSQL and run that. And there my tables are there. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to do deleting a record. We're going to do inserting a value into a record, and we're going to do updating a record. So let's just look at the actual work that is for that. And if you downloaded or opened up this, you would see this. We've only got 4 little exercises to do. Change the last name to Smith for the sales rep number 35. Now, you haven't done this yet, so today I'm introducing it to you. The command for this is called the update command. And so what we do is we say update the name of the table. So we're going to say update whatever table this is from. So sales rep number. So that's going to come from the sales rep table. We're going to update it. And then what we do is we use a command which says set, and we set the last name. So set the last name, and we're going to set it to this. Now, we should check that first by looking at the sales rep table and see sales rep table. I'm going to double click on the sales rep table so we can actually see the data in it. When you double click on it, it automatically does a select star from, right? So we're going to, for the rep whose rep number is 35, we're going to change their last name to Smith. So at the moment it's Richard Hull. We're going to make it Richard Smith. So the command is to update. You say update, okay? And then we'll update what? Update, what is this? What is this table? It is sales rep. Okay, so we're going to update sales rep. And how we're going to update it? We're going to set, and we say the name of the field that we want to set, which is the last name. And we're going to say equal to, and instead of whatever it is there, Hull, it's going to become. And now the thing is, what if I just did this command now and hit the, well, put a semicolon on it and then hit the enter, what do you suppose would happen? Who could tell me what they think would happen if I just did that? Any ideas?
All the last name will change.
Very good. Who was that? That was good. So
Sir.
that was exactly right. All the last names would change to Smith. That'd be a bad thing. So we want this to only affect some of them. So we're going to change that to where and what? Where the rep number, I guess it is. Rep num, yes, where the rep num is equal to 35. Okay, so what this should do is it gets the sales rep table, which we can see here. It changed the last name to Smith, but only when the rep number is 35. Okay, and so let's see if that's worked now. I'll double click on this again. And we can see that now it's Richard Smith instead of Richard Hull. So that worked okay. That's one that you have to do, is to be able to do the update. Done that? Okay, so this one is going to be the same thing, right? Change the city Orlando for the customer 608. Well, that's going to be in the customer table. I'm just going to look at the customer table and see. Okay, yeah, so this is this Johnson department store. At the moment, they're in Sheldon, Florida, and we're going to say that they moved to Orlando. It's only that customer. We don't want to change everybody from Sheldon. So, guys, help me write the command. How will I start?
Update.
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 Update what?
City.
Okay, all right. But when you do update, you have to say the
The table's name.
Yeah, which is,
Customer.
okay, so update customer. All right, then
Set.
From
set, very good, set. And then the field name, which is, somebody was said that already.
city.
See, and then we're gonna do the equal to.
Sir, why we didn't use the same detail for the first, the same detail for, of first question, for this question? Because because it is, the two question is the same question. Why we didn't use the same detail?
Same detail.
Yes, same codes.
Is this different? So I'm just doing
Yes.
it. How different?
The first one, it's one select, right? Set and select.
I don't think we didn't do a select. We did an update. We should have done an update. But we did do a where. It looks like a select, but it looks like a select statement, but it's in the same way. Yeah, and it is a different table. Yeah. Where what? Where customer number is equal to 608. So, I mean, it looks like a select statement, but we do update instead of select, and we have a set in it. And so we say what field we're going to change. We're only going to change the city field, and we only want to do it for this one. Otherwise, as one of the other students mentioned earlier, if I didn't put that where clause in there, then everybody would be in the city of Orlando. And so we can check that now. And if we look at 608, we see they're now in Orlando. So that's worked. Okay, very good. The next one, enter a new set. So this one here is an insert statement. So this is review, right? You create a table and then you insert. Remember this one? Insert. Yeah, no problem. So I just got to get all this data. I don't feel like typing it all out. So I'm going to copy it. So let's see. Insert into, what was that? And what table was that? That's looks like the, okay, sales rep table. All right. Insert. How do we do it? Insert into. Correct. Into. And then the name of the table. Sales rep. And then we have to say what are the fields. Insert into the yeah, actually we don't. Do we need to say all the fields?
Do we write values?
Sorry?
Do we write values?
We can just put values.
For
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, because all of the, if we were gonna not do all of the values, then we would have to state the fields. But because we're doing all the values, I think we can do this. Now, I've just put it in like that. Obviously that won't work. So rep ID, hopefully the rep ID is going to be the first one. That's not a number. So all the ones that aren't numbers, I'm going to have to put quotes on them. Even the postcode looks like a number, but it's not supposed to be a number. Now there's other things that are actually numbers. So I think we can get away with them like that. So we put our values in and should be all right, yeah? So we'll know if this works. All right, let's go and have a look at the sales. I don't want to open it up yet. So let's run it and see. See if it throws us an error. Wow. Taking some time, eh? Well, I don't know why that is. Maybe because I didn't give it the list of names. Sorry, the list of fields. Temporarily unavailable. All right, so what we got is we got a situation where it says that we don't have a link to the database. All right, so is our table there? Our table's been dropped. Okay, so I've never seen this problem before. That's interesting that that we actually don't have a connection to the table. So I'm going to select all that again and copy it. And I'm going to put that back in there. And yeah, that's the weirdest thing ever.
Sir,
Yeah.
in the practical test, we will use the same tables.
No, I don't think so. I haven't seen the practical test. Yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me. I don't know why this is. It could be that my internet connection is bad. No, I got a good internet connection. So the server is not responding. What about that, eh? So I think we've more or less sort of, yeah, okay, well, there it is. It has responded. I'll try and run that. Okay, yeah, we got our tables now. Okay, so we were trying to do this insert, right? I should have copied it. Let's do it again though. It was insert into, and then the table was what was sales rep, and it was these values, which I got from the Word document because I didn't want to type them out. So there they are. So hopefully the server won't crash on me again just now. Let's see. That one is going to be just like that. Nope. It's got to have 5 characters, otherwise it'd throw an error. So don't let that extra space get in there. Okay, don't crash. Okay, column number, so it does not match table definition. So in some way, maybe I have to put the table definition in. That's the way I've usually done that. In which case we would say here what? We would just put the table names. Remember that? So that would be rep number, last name. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I see. Allison, I think Allison, and they're separate, aren't they? Yeah, it's Kelly and then Allison. So I haven't put the list of names of the fields above because I'm hoping that, but the problem is this will actually be in the wrong order. So I'm gonna cut that. Oh, that's not that's easier said than done, eh? Well, let's run this and see. Yeah, so that worked, but it's going to have their surname as Kelly. Well, that's okay. This was sales rep, and so we're going to have a new sales rep, number 25. Last name is Allison, so it's Kelly Allison instead of Allison Kelly. So that did work. The only reason why that worked is because all of the fields were mentioned, and they were mentioned in the right order. The reason why I threw an error before is because one of the fields wasn't there. So that one kind of works. I hope that you saw that. Last one, and sort of give me as a sort of this. Oh, the last one's a delete. So delete, so we added Allison Kelly. We're going to delete her now. That's a bit of a shame. So that's very similar to the select statement. We say delete. But we just have to say what table from. And then we just give the where. So we can do that for Allison Kelly, or Kelly Allison, because her rep number is 25. We know that's a way of getting her. Or we could have said where last name is Kelly or something like that. Anyways, now when I look at that table, she's gone. So that's kind of how you do that. That's just a little exercise. So what did we look at there? We looked at the delete, which is just like a where, very much like a where. And you might have to, we looked at the insert, which we've done a few times, but we didn't insert without putting the field names because we did all the fields in the right order. And then we looked at the update. We did a couple of updates where the update was, we say update the table, and then we say set, and then the field, and then we say the new value. And we could have done an update where we set all of the fields. Or another way of doing that would be to delete the record and then insert a new one. All right, so I'm going to stop recording there. And